I need to do something better with my life. What's up, everybody? It's me, rjm324, and since we're here, obviously you guys got the first 4 episodes, a good enough response, that is a lot of views, and 2 thumbs up on the first episode, so we're gonna keep this going. And like I said, I'm probably gonna do my little voice acting stuff. See how you guys like that. Now, this time around, we are going to play as Bree. I will warn you, however, that Bree has a little bit more nudity than Yale. Actually, there wasn't any nudity in Yale from what I could play. Anyways, we just need to get this going. I need to have some videos that I can upload for this upcoming week. And Genderbender I can easily do in a little while. So, let's just get started. So what you're saying is no. I'm afraid so. As much as we'd like to, the budget is just too tight at the moment to give anyone a pay raise. Yeah, I'm not gonna do Derek. You say that, and yet we've got super expensive, top-of-the-line equipment in all of the labs, and new machines are being delivered every other day. And Derek's spending all of his time building the most expensive-looking machine I've ever seen in the main lab. What the heck is that thing anyway? It's part of our research, that's what it is. But that's beside the point. You're a great employee, Ben, and we'd love to give you more money, but that decision isn't up to us. We've had a meeting with our main investor last week, and he's really cracking down on our expenditures. We've produced some good results, and we're not going to be shut down anytime soon, but they're trying to cut costs where they can. Sorry, Vin, but I'm afraid staff salaries are completely out of our control. Damn. You know, I do wonder why I'm doing this with my life. Making videos on games like this. Oh yeah, it's because I need viewership. We like you, Ben, and we'll do our best to make sure you're paid a better salary. It just won't be this month. Oh well, thanks for seeing me anyways. And yes, if you can hear, I've decided to do something different. To avoid having gaps where there's little audio, or really no audio, I'm going to have this music on. I'll have to go through it. Some of it's okay, some of it is cringe-inducing, like the audio file I would have you guys listen to in the last character. Yeah, I'm actually not feeling it in terms of talking over the voice, talking the words in different voices right now, so I think I'll just do it in between breaks when I have nothing else to say. Okay. At least with this one, this storyline, I'm also still not getting tortured because it has some redeeming value. I'm surprised I haven't had any thumbs down on any of these gameplay videos yet. It's bound to happen. I'm sure it will. But as to when it's gonna happen, I have not a clue. That's the advantages of having younger bosses. They're less likely to be a jerk, and I know that from experience. Trust me. Problem with me in voice acting is that my voice is so deep that it requires a specific character. I'm working on that. It's not going to be a full-time job. My idea of a full-time job is doing something with computers. Something in the computer science field or something like that. But for now, yeah. Now you know my hopeful future. Got any plans for lunch, Ben? No, I was just getting hungry. Is he blushing? Seriously, what is up with the blushing? You know, why is it that there are certain small details that I don't notice about this game until I'm actually recording it for YouTube? Like certain characters will be blushing pre the explosion, and at points where it makes absolutely no sense. I mean, seriously, what does this guy Dan have to blush about around Dan? Damn it. What would Dan have to blush about around Ben? That's what I meant to say. What's this? It's nothing. I wasn't talking about anything. I was just talking about a movie I saw the other day. Yeah, that's all. Just a stupid movie. Uh-huh. Hey Ben, are you free? Derek needs your help in the main lab. Sure, I can finish this washing up later. Yeah, lunch is gonna have to wait. Okay, hello again, Derek. That's the problem when you have young bosses. They tend to be overly excited. 'Cause yeah, science! They're supposed to do it like that. Oh, and if you guys don't know, I am recording this using Fraps. I may have said this before, and some of you may in fact be subscribers from the 1HD Zone. I used to record videos there, and I would use Fraps for recordings like Angry Birds and Halo. I could play Halo again, but then if I did that, I'd be getting some copyright notices. I don't want any copyright notices on my account, so if that happens, boom, gone. However, whatever my brother does is completely his problem. Don't need to worry about that channel anymore. And of course, I should probably give you the obligatory link to that account so that you can support my brother, even though sometimes he doesn't really deserve anything from me, because he can have a bit of a temper. Wow. I'm actually spending more time talking about my life story than actually talking about the game again. So let's just talk about the game for a little bit. They released a new character right around November, December, and I have not heard anything about a new character since. Not that I'm disappointed or anything. It's sort of like my relationship with Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't really like playing the games, but unlike Genderbender, I look forward to Five Nights at Freddy's storyline because it's actually interesting. Not that I'm saying Genderbender is completely bad. I'm not saying that. But trust me, when it's bad, I can tell you when it's bad. Certain storylines are leaps and bounds better than others. Yale's, to a fault, Ben's is better than a lot of the others. Same goes with Dan's and Stephanie's. So basically half the characters are decent, but only like 2 of them are actually placeholder. 20,000 on Indiegogo, and they couldn't put in anything other than a placeholder. So yeah, Yale is a good storyline up until around the ending, where Yale basically accepts his/her fate. The problem with Ben's storyline is she becomes accepting too early on. Not that he or she's a bad character. Dan's has that little element that makes it fun. And then Stephanie, being the only female to male character transformations thus far, is actually very interesting. However, that character development is pretty much ruined in the Zara storyline. For some reason, I really don't like Zara and Dina's storylines. Oh look, you look like a cat. Whoa, just for a second there, it felt like I just woke up from some sort of blackout, like I didn't realize what I was doing. You ever have that feeling? I'm sure we all have. And hey, if you haven't seen it, okay. Forgot about the fetishism. I'll leave this game alone for periods of a time, whether it be days, weeks, or months. Then when I come back in, I forget how fetishy this game can be. That's not necessarily a bad thing when depending on who you're talking to, because the Japanese have this thing down, and rarely does it seem like pandering on the shows that I like, that are in the anime style. It's all about subtlety that makes it endearing. Making it blatant just makes it seem a little immature. Wow, I was able to talk through that clip, that little audio bite that I so didn't like, without even realizing it. See, this is the kind of stuff that would make you think that this game was made in Japan, just because it seems to fit the tropes. And no, let me stop you there. I'm obviously talking about the eyes. Just look at them. They're so big, so dilated, so enchanting. Yep, definitely the eyes. Nothing else, guys. Don't be a bunch of sickos. Gee, I hope I get a like for that. I really do. Because we obviously know what the actual pandering is here. It's not why Ben is so huge, it's why you're so small. How could you figure as much? You were like just as tall, if not taller than Ben a minute ago, and now you're like 1 or 2 feet shorter. I can't tell on a digital art scheme thingy. I don't even know what to call it. The only thing I can see looking in at the scenery here is that everything looks like it was sort of poorly drawn, especially around that machine. Just look at the tubes at the top. They very clearly look like they were just tacked on. I need to remember to turn on my stopwatch. When I turn this... Oh, hold on. There we go. Yeah, sorry, I was just messaging. Because I'm trying to be social. But it's kind of a little toughy for me to be social because I don't know, I just don't know how to talk to people to their face. Talking to a computer, talking to a camera screen, talking to a microphone, talking to whatever technology is in my grasp, it's just something I have an easier thing talking to. Heck, even Facebook messaging and text messaging is easier for me. And also talking to people in the comments sections, which is why my Vita Fix video has so many comments, is because whenever someone comments, I like to comment back. Okay, back to the game. Survey the area for risk of another blast. Oh yeah, because obviously we need another nuclear type blast to go off. Wait, is that little green smudge at the bottom left-hand corner really there? Or is that part of the little texture of the text box? It probably is from the game. And there was another little skip. I'm not quite ready to test out single takes just yet. So just bear with me. However, I was able to get 15 minutes out of that. And I don't think that Fraps is going to screw up on me like this, but sorry if you saw a little Windows window come over the screen. I don't think that Fraps will do that, but, you know, that's just in case. Again, that's the problem with having young bosses. They tend to be sporadic. I'm going to turn on a stopwatch right now so that 14 minutes from now, I can stop. There. Alright, we're back in the hall. Nothing looks damaged. The placeholder can be very misleading because it makes it look like it was some sort of nuclear grade blast and everything's just fine. It is a good thing, Dan. Good job. Oh no. That means that everybody in the whole world is going to turn into women. Or vice versa. Yeah, like that would happen. Yeah, it probably will just dissipate. Yep. Go ahead, Ben. If that happens, then you can blame it all on Dan. Okay, I wasn't paying attention there. I was messaging again. You're the cutest thing ever, like Super Moe. I think that was used in the last character. I don't remember. That looks like that is a very seductive pose. And you were blushing. Do you really need to check that room? Yeah, how is there no cracks anywhere in the building? Oh yes, we can tell that you were pretty why are you blushing here of all times? I don't know. Do I even want to know? By the way, I spent this morning reading this fanfic for Crash Bandicoot, because Crash Bandicoot's one of my childhood favorites, titled Days of Future Crash. If you haven't read it already, I would advise you to go read it, even if you're not a fan of Crash Bandicoot, though mostly if you're a Crash Bandicoot fan. Because it is actually very interesting. It has a crossover with a lot of old PlayStation-esque mascots, like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. Even Nathan Drake is in on the action. Most of that is in the last chapter, though. Still though, if you're looking for some time, if you're looking for a time killer, go ahead. I would read that. I think I might put a link in the description if you feel like it. Same with my brother's YouTube channel link, as well as my little annotations in the video that are only seen on a computer. But whatever. I need to accommodate for those PC viewers. I'm just gonna stop bringing up the blushing part of Bray's character model on that one little screenshot. I'm just gonna not let it bother me. Oh yes, you do see the importance of washing up this time. Yeah, just a few minutes ago you were complaining about washing up, and now you find the purpose for washing up and decide to actually wash up. I think I said that right. Probably. What the hell do I know when I'm recording this game? Oh, not this again. That one was... Wait, I just said that I wasn't gonna mention that blushing. That's 3 character models. Why am I being so critical all of a sudden? I want to turn this music back off, but I need to keep it on in order to keep things from being awkwardly silent. Although this is awkward in its own right. Unless you really want to, of course. Oh, really? I would have never noticed. See, there's a blush model there. There's a blush model in the seductive pose. And there was one more where Ben was blushing. Or maybe I should just start calling Ben Bree, since that's absolutely... Okay, I need to... I've tried to focus here, but I can't help but use my phone during this. Oh yeah, making the jump from crutches to buying a bra. Very wonderful. Okay, I doubt you'd be able to have a place looking good as new in just a short while. What are we looking at in terms of the stopwatch? Only 7 minutes left. Only 7 minutes in the second clip. I'm gonna try and get to a certain point in the story before I shut off this part. Yes, you're gonna use Bree. And see, there is the last character model with the blush. Yes, thank you, Lynn. Thank you for stealing my idea, you little bitch. Hold on a sec, I think I heard something. So, I will be just a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go check on a few things. Yeah, we already decided we were gonna start calling you Bree. Stop. I seriously need to try and not let the blushing at inappropriate times get to me. But obviously, that's hard on my end because I've been bringing it up every single time. Oh yes, go ahead and head home. Don't get too carried away with your new body. Oh yeah, there's a quote for the ages right there. Walking partway home together. Oh, so romantic. Not that I'm condoning lesbian relationships. rjm324 and affiliated channels does not condone the acceptance of lesbian or homosexual relationships. Just letting you know that before the channel actually gets bigger. Because if I had the choice, I would be playing Persona 4 on this channel. But one, that'd be tacky, and two, that does have little homosexual things and tendencies with one of the characters. I friggin' love that game. Been loving Persona Q on my 3DS, and I'm waiting anxiously for Persona 5. Which is funny because I didn't usually like JRPGs. Then again, I said the same thing about How to Train Your Dragon almost a year ago, and look where we are now. Then cut it, or don't cut it. To cut, or not to cut? That is the question, as I hold a pair of buzz cutters in my hand. I am not literally holding a buzz cutter in my hand. I'm just being symbolic of Shakespeare. Short hair might make you look like a lesbian. Doesn't matter, cause you're still mentally a guy, which means you are still looking like you're... Yeah, why are you bringing sexuality into a friggin' haircut? And we are going to get the haircut. I would probably do the same thing anyways. Alright, from this point on, I'm probably going to have censor bars. However, I'm probably not going to even bother with naked butts because that would take a little too much effort for the painting shot. Or would I? Do I need to? Should I? Depends on the severity. Let me check. Yeah, you don't have a threatening disease, because obviously having a gender swab is more severe than having Ebola or something. Yeah, that's typically why you take a shower after a haircut. Actually, I will be able to do that. Use the censor bar. Like what? What are you gonna do tonight? Forgot. This is another reason why I call this game pandering. Implied masturbation for the win. Why wouldn't you be able to walk straight? Just so you know, even though I'm using the censor bar on nudity, doesn't make it appealing. It's... Wow, how did I flub up that sentence? What I meant to say was that it's not like the nudity is appealing anyways, so the censor bars are actually doing you a favor. Alright. And right here is where I'm going to stop. So thanks for watching, you guys. Be sure to click the annotations at the end of this video. Leave those likes, get us up to like 5 likes, and maybe I'll do these videos a little bit more frequently. Comment on whether you like the new setup. You want me to keep the music on or keep it off? I'm probably going to keep it on anyways because I don't like awkward silence. So, until next time, guys, this has been me, rjm324. Be sure to subscribe, become part of the 324 community. I'm trying to build up an army, and together, we will advance the internets. For entertainment, for gaming. See you guys in the next part.